and continuation are separate problems. Void maintenance log. Void maintenance log.
When talking about the story, never once got my mood inspired by song lyrics, never felt saved by or influenced by but recently got one set of lyrics interesting and started looking for others that hit similar clothes, looking for nihilist raining songs. First things that surprised me, that kind of lyrics basically doesn't exist in Japan. Strange, used to see forum type sites that overseas got a lot of it. Japanese people just don't like philosophy, depend on country apparently, so I started overseas song, but I don't care about lyrics to begin with. They don't go when listening even overseas stuff. Nothing connected. Nihilist songs tend to come with despair or regret attached. That's probably what nihilist mean to most people, but that's wrong. Void to me. And the structure or meaning can't form. Also, there's no emotion and void and no barrier judgment. No, so no giving up, no self distraction. Void as something you fall on purpose. It just happened saying, I know that might sound bad, but that's what it is. Nihilist raining songs exist, but they always got some starvation somewhere. Maybe it can't be to the who try to sell, but it's not just that. It's artists expressing something, and they end up reaching for starvation. That's where I can't connect. That's always right. Somewhere void to me is in darkness. Looking for light means it's not void anymore, not something to escape. It's where I live, so I can't connect artists I found before. Some same problem. It made me frustrated. Instead, also looking for salvation and the songs that wrong to begin with. I shouldn't be searching, but I wanted to find someone like me out there. Probably won't find it though. Probably like searching for something in the dirt. Said this before. There were songs that saved me. It's been something to obviously fake. It's almost offensive, impossibly bright. So bright is branding. That's my work better than something halfway. Though that kind of song probably won't exist, or something that drops all the way down. But Dirk's song isn't automatically right either. Hard to do. It's probably just end up Dirk's or pretentiously already heard when I heard for that Requiem, though got chilled in good way, with courage saving, but if picking from past songs not cut fixed ideas, songs that hit directly, not many of those. Most feel like let's do something different from everyone else. Avant-garde stuff just make me go cold. Something I wanna bring up. Seniors or bosses give life advice to younger people. First thing going on is they wanna deny something other person, not consciously, but something's bothering but that person that becomes hook advice. That's what's driving it. When boss is lecturing someone, but life is to conform themselves, and somewhere they got feeling their way or doing things that is understand, but they wanna be right. That's what pushed to lecture. I can't come up with any other reason for that kind of advice. Positive thinking too suspicious to take seriously, but when I look at it carefully, self-help people pushing it or out of line, saying it's one thing, but some people actually believe it. Not everyone's got high IQ. There are people who fall for it completely doesn't seem good, but America who see everything great every day, they're actually doing that, and it's strangely that attractive maybe because it's so far outside what ways do. Japanese people got intense relationship with food. Probably most people obsessed country and world, but that creates its own kind of over complication. Rice cooked from 10 years ago and now basically no difference. Chef producers perfecting things no one can even teleport. Americans buy contract down ketchup and instant noodles, so no weird over complication there. That's dry quality is what I like. Japanese approach doesn't sit well with me. About positive thinking back when I first encountered it, but when something came up that I didn't know that about, I wanna record it or learn more, but instead of going over each thing one by one, it's better to go problem came up, fix it. Anyway, stopping here, there's something I kept forgetting to say. I've been doing various things to not get pulled under by void before, even when things were going okay. Small failure, daily life put me right to edge of void. Gears stop turning. What I did to not get pulled under, no regret, no positive thinking, no went right to beat me, no dwelling. What I did was course correct, and I focused only on stopping secondary damage. Put all attention there. By the time that's done, next routine start. There's no gap to get put in. That's how Boyd didn't get me. Next, more thing, but I opened door to room next door. It's Jane, still wearing his cardigan. Same rate last year. Jane's not that hot yet, but better to get used to the heat. Frustrated, I check weather forecast properly, but things don't go smoothly. There's a lot of environmental change. I can't handle that right. Either to conscious of it or not conscious enough. I ended up regretting it again. Didn't know what to do. Window on first floor too. Don't want to put too much stress there. Better not to focus on it too hard. Nogizaka girl got married recently. Once got divorced. Divorced girl was wedding photos. I was going over what that feel like. Mom said she's either over it or looking for next day. Either thought for me. Got chilled going over it. Might just be how I feel. Same happens with right there just months ago. Wedding was maybe 100 years ago, seeing that same kind of scene, I was trying to forget, but it brings back that she was drawing happiness half a year ago. Then it hit. That's over now. See divorce. That must be rough distance that fate for suddenly feel close when the call is dream. When people to be dream. Reason I get and so easily girl from high school same clubs appeared in dreams I wake up and it takes a moment with that dream. It was good while dreaming. Wake up and it hit. There was a dream. Reality different. It probably feels like that for me for her. There are a lot of ways it could go. Maybe after a year, even newly with settle something good, but this girl probably won't feel that way, or still go after next guy, or she just stuck with restoration. Restoration means pushing through that moment, but really if she just genuinely celebrating for him, that be something. Watching baseball when someone hits home run, everyone goes crazy, but and their rivals, even same team for someone else shines, you might lose spots. So what's going on inside when they're celebrating like that? That's interesting. I can't understand it. But by the way, when I was playing baseball, I wanted team to root, didn't want to play either. So team doing well was fine, but winning didn't matter. I ended up in different. Wanted it over fast. Other members doing well didn't feel anything about it. Didn't want to fail either. Watching Beatles rehearsals footage, John Lennon and Paul McCartney, I thought they didn't get wrong, but they looked so close, looked like what I said before, like long married couple can't tell from outside who they're close or not. Even they probably can't tell. That's just how human relationships are. Also, one emotion and something I can pin down. I'm completely against them. Psychologists and this, they say you can understand yourself. Ichiro say the same thing, but it's not that I don't know myself. It's that the emotions aren't unstable, not even at the level of knowing or not knowing. What I got probably isn't what others call pressure or this pressure can't divide. It's that currently various religious, especially Buddhism, conveniently label parts emotional movement as bono, but that's different. It was purely talking about what causes suffering, not just labeling emotion, but some take it further and label anger as bono. That's wrong. Monkeys attack and threaten each other constantly, and they're full of bono. So humans who don't get angry are just not showing it, hiding it. That's all bono by that logic. I'm recording podcast, listening to others doing Japanese episode, English episode, looking back how hard things were changed depending on when I look. Compared to now past doesn't seem that's hard. Then now feels harder. So emotions aren't trackable. Same with Leno and McCartney. They probably didn't know themselves whether they were close or not. Japanese song and the lot of feeling uncool. Utada Hikaru said the same when young, but now it feels kinda endearing, and that's Japanese charm. That said, people who look down either song got something wrong with liking or not liking it about listening to song itself. Looking down, it could either singing without even listening. I can't rap hit, and that likes and dislikes are more physical than that, more direct. Some people just get stuck on fixed idea, and that's how everything sounds to Japanese artists. Almost nothing academic compared to UK, Germany, US. Fewer Nobel Prize to not just trying hard in wrong direction. Is it intelligence gap? Maybe not that. Maybe just no interest. Like what we point earlier, academic artists, Japanese barely exist. English there, everyone were probably 10, 20, 30 times more. Population radio doesn't explain it's not 2 or 3 times different. Japanese people go to university and don't study, they just hang out. I didn't go myself, but every story I hear it's same. Medical and engineering are different, same. Some law faculties to pharmacy and nursing got tough. Nation exams are that busy, but that's small percentage overall. Listening to R&B yesterday, I occasionally get surprised by song. I got blog before and podcast feel loose by comparison. YouTube's stricter podcast not sure were lines. What you can and can't say. I used to get frustrated, said something wrong. Used to police team or someone dying. Being careful then others say it's straight on it makes no sense. This is how it's always. I'm always wrong. Anyway, something I heard made me go, I'm being pretty careful with how I say the things. Pretty open but still choosing word. That song though not in bad way, but it's hit comfortable way. Cutting lyrics, I don't like when music try to be artists like that. But whatever point is pretty free out there. No organization telling you what word to use, whatever words you want. Philosophy find what limit use losing fund too harsh, and publicity released stuff isn't that bad. But think about it, popular artists write harsh lyrics, fans still listen, and they're already worshipping art, so they observe it. Isn't that like religion? Popular artist lyrics get believed. Whatever harsh things written, people copy it. Isn't that dangerous? YouTube elsewhere got sudden bad expression. That's rich as completely unfiltered artists are free. Free because their artists isn't that dangerous. them on TV actors I respect. That makes me easier to be influenced. I read from cognitive science that TV brainwashed. Stay away from it. I believe it from it while got scared to watch. But favorite actors CM, I got buy that tea. That's complete brainwashing. I like that actors. So I'm buying tea. That's not even that good. That's what I'm dealing with. I'm always going over whether that what I'm saying is okay. I got warned 3 times on some summary site got running on YouTube too. After that, I started going over show name, just about show name. I wanna convey how intense reclusive period was. Japanese people won't get it, no matter how what feel like sensibilities and more aligned with Americans. Really frustrated by that when concentrating hard on music resolution of physical texture goes up. Sound come through clearly. I hear sounds missed before. Emotions go completely flat. I'm not listening to music anymore. I'm listening to sound. That's how I listen. Same with eating. It's just tasting. That's it. Humans not experiencing with feeling consciousness doing tasting. Observing self-tasting concentrates too hard. Consciousness gets blown out. Completely observed what's in front. Like watching movies, being observed fine, but being observed and taste during eating, taste disappears. So tasting might mean not fully tasting. That's why eating something with brand name attached is feel good even without knowing difference. Eating Italian food you don't normally, yet it tastes familiar, but it feels good. Also, when talking about this art, it's got unusual presence. Unusual even when performing. I got bias. Other probably say me is pretty strange way I live. Way I think in school I try to be normal, maybe got closer to it, but staying home more and more, own worldview got stronger. I must look strange to other. That self-consciousness came up, but then I got bias of always doing strange thing, which means maybe even if I look strange to others, it's not necessary. But though this artist skate is concretely talent, so envy makes sense for me. No talent that hit me. I got developmental disorder. Sometimes people lump that with talented people who also got it. There are different things. I don't want to be seen that way. I worry, but even without winning to, I wonder what doctors made of it. All emotions are strange. I want to listen to music, start listening to feel like I don't need to. I stop and I want to listen again. Emotions aren't trackable. Got to just treat them as given. There's no reason to listen. So I go by 1 hour on one. I decided to listen, then stopped. I didn't wanna anymore, but after stopping, I wanna listen again. It's happened not just with music, it's happened in daily life a lot. Downstairs, I planned one thing, came up with stairs and felt different. Probably happens to everyone for me. It's too extreme. I made a rule. Whatever decide downstairs get done. When upstairs, no exceptions. Backstreet Boys songs, starting from and just turned up, disappeared. Boyd gets linked to disappear. Life having no making get read. It's disappear only. That's reading is probably what makes it painful for people. It doesn't have to be. Life got no meaning, and you call still go on. Most people probably can't do that, but sitting with life got no meaning probably can't be done. Not trying to be so tough about it. I spent 20 years in religion, so there's no attachment left, or rather can't afford attachment and got to accept it knowing life got no meaning and then living dragged by leftover attachment and that being stuck can't be move forward and got the process it's as meaningless move on. Next, this is trauma stuff. Rather, I was going over it. Person strange one was trying and said something like, "Can keep doing this as hobby, even as old man." That was criticism of department head and me. Pushing hard at this doesn't mean much. Just have fun and going pro. It can do it as hobby going forward. That's enough. Keep it run fun and can keep going. That's what I was getting at. I got it instantly. I should have said back then. Most people want to do irrational things. Recreational soccer team, basketball team. People normally join this not going pro. So does that mean there's no point doing it now? Should I say that director abuse case that came up before when emotions get moving, people can only see part of it and then later they go, what was I doing? Same when I'm making decisions. I know exactly how mind moves in this moment. I know exactly how mind moves in this moment. Big event, problem comes up. Try to do something about it. Emotions are running. Only think partial picture in this case. Abuse was happening all along. World catches up to that later. It felt more at time hard to judge side of things. Maybe not something worth forcing resignation over, but when you sit with it, it was abuse. I wanted a director back so badly. Then I realized did that really need to feel so urgent. I get that temporary emotion when pushing hard through something, especially when problem hits. That's how it goes. Should have just let it flow. But and doing resignation. Resignation means something serious happens. Reversing it means only part of picture was visible. It's evening. I keep putting putting Beatles' name same label as everyone else does. I keep looking for God like figure across all areas. That's just what humans do. It doesn't matter for certain people and certain areas are easy to my through guides all condition line up. It happened person who get my through guides and got to hold up under it. That scary pressure got to be perfect, can't disappoint, got to maintain illusion or being complete, hard even if they feel that way themselves. There's no guarantee other for people suddenly see through it as fiction. That's problem. Both sides got to line up. Person tolerating it and condition being right. That's how that relationship hold. I forgot what this was about, but humans draw stories even more pure, like connect one point is another and look at past as correction at this point. Within that, there's a strength of conviction. I think everything like, but there's strength and feeling. That choice was right. That kind of things to me is gambling with no payoff. Gambling like only even winning gives nothing. Get it? It's gambling with no winning side. That's what life is. But people gamble without knowing it's gambling, and they celebrate winning, but there's no payoff. Winner, loser are the same. There's no difference. During eating, there's something a month, and that I try not to go over it. Can't focus, so I try to forget. Probably find not big problem if it were serious, but it something about it. I stop and deal with it. So no doing that me it's fine. I tell myself that and I accept it, but anxiety still makes me stop. I tell myself next bite, not going overheat this, but then I'm worried that's really not going over it. But I'm worried about that really not going over it means anxiety comes back. I get tense and can't eat properly. Then I catch it. Better to be more neutral. Don't tell Steph. Absolutely not going over it. Be more relaxed. Don't even try not to go over it. But anyone shuffle get it. And daddy comes back. Got to completely shut it out. And got to hold tension hard. Either way, it's losing. So I treat eating as luck. Maybe half of eating is always gonna be like this. Maybe I can't reduce that count. I've been going over this for a while. How does someone feel lost meaning keep going like this? Main reason do nothing intrusive thought come on, and that's it. Also been going over this. I kept going because of discipline, but maybe discipline existed and because of developmental disorder trait. I felt something about that, but simply, but nothing strange. I just happened to survive this long, because developmental disorder trait feels strange, but that alone doesn't add up. And there's multiple layers not taking stories. Also no exceptions. No just today's fine. No skip routine just stay. No exception that was big. Just remember disorder not sure. Discipline is skeleton keeping things going. Developmental disorder doesn't explain that framing, but setting aside interpretation. Was it only developmental disorder trait? No, I don't feel that at all. Why hard to say? Maybe developmental disorder. Why I could even live religion, developmental disorder trait, religious experience, life experience, yes, going over things all tangled together, single, because the hard to pin down, but because that I got a strong feeling that what humans do can be explained simply. Don't know what's that settled, and I'm not saying random things. I got conviction. I can't simply say this person's this kind of person. Maybe even that's uncertain. Maybe there's something core, but there's no essence. Because there's no essence. Even saying this person's chords, this doesn't feel like contradiction somehow. Dinner, same as yesterday, carrot and daikon, sasuke, abarage. I've been going over that stuff all day, barely tasted anything. Earlier, things about wedding. Kabuki actor husband said to Nogizaka members something like, "Everyone's so beautiful, same as my life. Since past 3 studying, all it can't beat my wife, but everyone's lovely." I was going over what it was, calculating what to say, what impression to make. Roughly like that. Also, mom got a friend over, and if so, I wonder who mom should have gone to acquaintance wedding. I'd been going over that. Also, kimchi and daikon also was good as kid. I got moment where bonito flakes taste good with komatsuna or Spanish. Don't know why. I don't feel that way now. Onigiri was bad. Katsuobushi that might have been good. Fritter from supermarket, shrimp, fritter type sweet and good. Teeny shrimp, but sweet. It's got sauce on it, like sweet spice sauce, fried chicken. Different from last time. Last one was crunchier. It's got sauce though. It's morning. I'm going over show description. What am I even doing? First, standing straight and void. How I partly now. Partly don't. I'm exploring that. Even if I can't fully now, I want to know more. Strange desire, and even who figure out got to express it properly. One podcast within two things, discipline and not concluding stories. That's the kind of one deepest part. Looking up back at everything, that's what it comes down to. Without that, I couldn't be kept standing. Not concluding stories means not concluding with dispute. Though to begin with, circuit for this pairing power doesn't exist. Going over self, I always hit wall or void, not bad void, but if discipline breaks, who exception gets made? That moment, craft comes immediately. Got the craft right way. So I'm not being saved by discipline, not being held up by it either. Now that religion's gone, keep going, and that means living and void. Massive flow comes flow of meaning, flow of change. Along with that, boys got enormous freedom, got to restrain self all kind of ways. That structure it seemed like not getting pulled in any flow that's part of it. That structure it seemed like not getting pulled in any flow that's part of it. This isn't a method only I'm using. Monks doing similar things at least. Terms of daily life structure different in many ways, but more than discipline itself, awareness are no exception. And that's awareness, and that's what's maintaining things, not tension exactly, not even one gap. That awareness itself is what's holding it. When I started writing, life's been intense. I wanna convey that impact and show description. Impact matters, but then no need to disappear. Different from single mom who's too busy to think. Maybe half similar, but I'm not busy. It's always packed though. Always got to keep it packed. Not that's always something that must be done. I'm self-imposing it. Result might look same, but audience different. So when I started writing Life's been intense, I want to convey that impact is show description impact matter, but then no need to despair. Different from single mom who's too busy to think. Maybe how similar, but I'm not busy. Head's always packed though. Always got to keep it packed, not that there's always something that must be done. I'm self-imposing it. Results might look same, but origins different. So subjectively, it's different. Same action can feel completely different depending on what's driving it. Being told to do something, doing it with motivation, going along with crowd, all different. I lost meaning. I'm not seeking salvation, and I'm still going on keeping life together, and that itself isn't normal. For most people, pretty threatening. More than that, it probably looks insane. Normal things to disappear. Disappear means stopping, can't continue. Looking back at self, it feels like looking at stranger. How did it keep going? Genuinely strange. More than that, it probably looks insane. Normal things is to disappear. Disappear means stopping, can't continue. Looking back at self, it feels like looking at stranger. How did it keep going? Genuinely strange. I give reason, but it still doesn't fully add up. How did it keep going? But rather than kept going, do nothing intrusive thought can come. Intrusive thought meaning obsessive thought being put under by void. So only choice is to keep doing routine. But that sounds like it gets unbearable. Unbearable things got to blow that out rather than blow it out. Can't let it from. That's resolve. Resolve is big, like parent with resolve to raise child, and that's big. How that resolve formed genuinely strange. One crew might be 20 years in religion.